Hello and welcome to a slightly different video from LongFallBoots. This right here is the Little Bear G1 valve overdrive. Now, it is what I can only describe as an Ikea pedal in that it comes sort of flat packed and we have to assemble it with standoffs and blah 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 blah. So I thought before we actually demo it, you might be interested to see it being put together, as long as I don't mess it up too much and keep bashing the camera, I suppose. So the first thing I will say is don't worry, there's no actual soldering that you have to do here. Everything is plug in and screw in, like IKEA type stuff. It also comes with a valve which is still in its wrapping there, its bubble wrap there for protection. It comes with a Chinese valve. I can't remember the designation off the top of my head, but you can. It's 6N4 is what it is. But we can swap it out for any compatible valve. That's including the more common 12AX7. So anyway, let's get this going. Now I should also say this is the second one that I have received because the first one had some dreadful issues with hum on its power supply. Now I don't know whether that was due to a problem with the pedal or with the power supply. I think it's the power supply, but the eBay seller who I got this from very kindly sent me another one anyway. So where do we start? Well, we may as well start with the stomp switch here, which you can see is just on a little connector here, which plugs directly into the circuit board here. So first of all, I'm just going to unscrew these bits here. So I'll do some of this off camera, I think, because it's a nightmare to do it underneath my little stand. So this comes off. Yep. We can pull the washers off and bolt off like that. And the plastic washer as well. Not sure whether the plastic washer should be on the top or on the bottom. Probably on the bottom, I think. So I might just leave that on there so I don't forget about it. And then we just need to plug it into this bit here. There are some guides on it, so it should just plug in like that. Cool, right, so that's the first of the two things that need to be plugged in, really. So you've then got a top and bottom kind of plate for this. The bottom goes on the bottom, the top goes on the top, obviously. And they kind of sit on these standoffs here, which look, so I get to focus, like this. So this silver bit is the top and this bit at the bottom is kind of the foot. Okay, so let's just unscrew these. Okay, I'll just do all of them. Move this off to the side so you can actually see the bits and pieces. You can tell that I don't usually do unboxing type videos. And the top bit. Doing this on video is making a fiddly job even more fiddly. Now, if you are watching this video thinking, when the hell is he going to actually start making sounds, the answer is I am not. If you want to check out the actual sound demo of the pedal, then there will be another video, possibly a couple of videos covering the different valve types on our channel for you to check out, and please do so. So let's get the bottom on first. So the bottom is just a perspex kind of plate. The other one that I got, actually, they were clear, but not that clear, so it kind of looks a bit rubbish. This has kind of got like a gold paper on it, which I'm not sure whether it looks worse or better, if I'm honest. So let's get the bottom bit on first. So we'll need to line it up with the holes on the circuit board. It shouldn't matter which way around they go. And I guess we need to pass the standoffs through the hole, really. Now this is a problem that I had before, and that is that the standoffs hardly go through. So I actually had to do this on the other one. I actually had to take these little plastic washers off in order to actually mount this. Let's try that again. Still a bit of a tight fit. But yeah, you can see that it's gone through. And then we can screw these on. Now the other thing that I found on the other one that I put together, the one that this is the replacement for, is that it is pretty tight to screw these bits on. So we'll see how we go. See, it already feels like it's bending the board a little bit. Okay, come on, through you go. Like I say, doing this underneath the little stand is making a fiddly jobby more fiddly. And you do end up quite tight to the components, which is slightly worrying, I think. But hopefully it wasn't the cause of the hum last time. I don't think it was. Yeah, see, I think I've already... feels like I'm flexing the board a little bit, but not horribly. Might just loosen some of the other ones in a second. And the last one here. That's when you get to the last one that you find that it doesn't slip in quite properly. Oh, no, through we go. Okay, so this is actually going together a little bit easier than the other one was. Okay, so we've got the bottom on, we've got the standoffs here for the top. The next thing to make sure you get right is make sure you get this aligned properly, because you want to make sure that the switch is going through here. The first time I put them all together, because it didn't have the paper to kind of show you which side is up and which side is down, I put it on upside down, and then nothing lines up and you feel like an idiot. But not today. So presuming that we're going to leave the plastic washer on the other side, we should be able to screw the switch in like so. I think just hand tight is probably good enough. Line up the standoffs along the top. Now this is where I struggled last time, because it just wouldn't quite line up properly. Yeah, and this last one is a bit finicky. What is stopping that from going down? It is the switch is sat on top of one of these components here, and I don't really know what we can do about that. So you can see here, see if to focus, that the switch is actually sat up against this capacitor at the back. That's a little bit dark, but you should be able to see it. So I turn the light on. There we go. So you can see there that it's lying against that, which is a bit annoying. Let me just see if I can... I don't really know how we would be able to avoid that, really. It shouldn't really matter if it's touching the casing of a capacitor, but nevertheless, you don't really want it to be doing it. Can we... if we twist it that way a bit? Is that going to be better? Yeah, okay, so we've twisted it a bit. Line all the standoffs back up. Okay, yeah, we can just about avoid it. Okay. Oh, now that's in the way, but I guess we can push it out of the way as we go. We'll do that once it's screwed on. So we can just screw these little metal tops on. Again, just finger tight is probably fine. Lovely. Yep. Cool. That's probably secure as it needs to be. Okay, so let's get the valve installed. We'll go with the default valve first, which is that, what did I say, 6N4, right? Okay. So it kind of looks a bit like a... It looks a bit like a 12AX7. It's a bit squatter, I think. And yeah, you can see there that just about, I think if we get it to focus, 6N4 there. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is just move this hook up out the way, get the pins lined up. And we should just be able to... lined up, yeah. We should just be able to wobble it into place. Okay, and that's pretty secure there. Probably should have walked gloves to do that. But there we go. Okay, and that, in theory, is the thing built. Power goes in there. I should also probably note that the power supply that comes with it, if you buy it in the UK, is a 2-pin one, and you get a tight, slightly scary looking adapter with it. But you can see the spec on here. It's a 12 volt DC, 1 amp out, center negative, which you can pick up in Maplin if you're scared of using this, which, if this is any use to me, I am scared to use this in anger, so I'll probably switch it out. Okay, there we go, built. Let's hope it works this time. And you'll be able to actually check out the demo on the channel. Thank you for watching, and go check out the demo itself now.